Hello, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and today we are working on our witch's shoe. And let me just get into the computer real quick. There we go. Okay, so I'm putting the laces in our boot right now. I did this first part because it is the hardest part, trying to get them in place and staying. I've been trying to get this one into place and it does not want to stay very well. So I've just been playing with it and just kind of going through and making sure that my tape is down good. Be the issue. There's some tape that's crossing right there, so maybe if I get rid of that, it will help the issue. There we go. Because see, what I've got is I've got all my tabs down on this bottom part and they're not sticking to the tape as well. So when I push this in with the line, there it goes. Now, okay, so now we're in pretty good. So I did that, and then what I'm doing is, in order to get these through the holes, right, back through the holes, I got them pretty good the other way. However, it's going to be easier to pull them this way to just kind of bring our needle through. We have to go inside, but it's going to be easier to find the hole and get it through. So we'll pull them through just like that. And I have the other one that I have to grab. I have two needles. Brought out two big old needles, okay? And I'm just putting the shoelace that we're using for a shoelace. It's a piece of lace. I have all kinds of lace and ribbon and decorative borders, and so I'm just kind of going through and putting my holes in and putting it in so that it's basically you're having to tie a shoe. So we're putting our ribbon in so that we can tie our shoe here at the top. Okay, and actually, you know what? I did that wrong. Let me pull this back out. I meant to come up and under so that it will come up right when I'm done. So what I'm doing, so that when it comes up and it can actually be tied right there, I'm going to be bringing my ribbon through the holes on the bottom, because then that brings this up and into place. See, and we don't have to worry. We've got it right where we want it. Okay, so now we're going to find our other one, which is over here, and it came off the needle. They go on really easy because they're really big holes, so that makes it really nice. I'm trying to keep it on the side that it belongs on, but it's not super easy. I know that this is kind of not the most likely of a video. This is one of the harder silhouette projects that I have. It is the last one of our Halloween series. So once this one is done, we will do our Thanksgiving hat next time. I will have to get that all ready to go. I'm just trying to get my needle to come up the right hole so that I can get the ribbon in. And so I'm just basically putting my ribbon in, trying to make it look as nice as possible. Obviously it got a twist in it, so we have to get the twist out. So it is a little time consuming. But I can't put the tongue in, which is our next one, if I don't get these in, okay? So I'm trying to get these in as fast and through as I can. because our tongue will hold this into place. So we want to make sure that when we're pulling it through, we're pulling it through straight, right? Because obviously this one's still twisted and not coming out straight. So let's see if we can force it to untwist. I don't think we're going to be able to. Okay. Well, that's going to have to stay that way, okay? And we don't have a twist in this one yet, so we can just kind of twist that out, right? Pull it back just a little bit, bring the twist, and make sure that we bring it through. There we go. So there's one. Okay, now we're going to put our needle back through the other one. I guess I could use the same needle since it's falling off every time. So let's just pop this through, trying to keep it straight when we go through. Now that we're getting to the higher buttons, will be easier to put our needle through. Maybe. I can't even get it where I want it. There it goes. Okay. So it's really just trying to put the shoelaces in, get them in so they look nice. And there we go. Let's put the next one in. And we're going to pull it up this one. Here we go. Up and in, up and in, and through the hole. We're almost there. We've only got 5 more holes to put our lace through. So this project comes off of Needles and Knowledge blogspot. I have a lot of her creations. I love the stuff that she does. She is one of my favorite artists, so you probably see a lot of projects coming from her. I've got more projects available in my queue than most people I know. Because I'm the craziest, I always have to have lots of things available. So when I started, I had a bunch, and then I had a regular account where I got to add to my account each month, and so I would find the ones that I wanted and get those. I'm just going to pull this through the last one, and then we have one more hole to pull through. We can put our tie in. Okay, there's that end, and one last sort through the hole. Okay, there's the last one, and let's get it through the hole, okay? And so once we get this through the hole, try to twist that one up a little bit. Go. Okay, and then let's pull our last one through, trying not to twist it as we go, and it's already gonna twist. Let's see if we can do this little trick I just did on the other side. It will help pull it back into place. Okay, so now I want to pull that. There we go. Okay, now let's just put a quick tie our bow in here. Pull it nice and taut. Okay, so what we're doing is we're basically setting up our shoe, right? So that when we put our tongue in. Okay, so here's our bow, and now here's our tongue. So our tongue will just slide in here. I got something black and gross on here, so let's see if I can get it off. It's been a day, guys. I got up this morning and it's been a day. I worked on my cross stitch a little bit, and now I'm working on this. And I haven't hardly done any diamond painting in the last few days, so we'll just make sure that that's down and underneath. And all we have to do is put our hand in here and tape our tongue into place. Okay, so our tongue is going to be hanging up there a little bit. So we're just going to get this nice and secure in here. So then we have our tongue out, right? So it's in there. So now what do we got to make? We've got to make our heel next. So this is our heel. Okay, and so we are going to be building our heel. And I think we just do it this way like the other ones I did. So let me show you how I did it. So I'm going to do this side first. Okay, and I'm not sure. I think these come together. Yeah, these come together, and these are the tabs that we'll be securing to the boot. So I'm not going to tape those tabs yet. Actually, I should tape those tabs because we're not going to have any room to tape once we're done. So we will get a little tape. I am going to put a tape on all these tabs then. So let's kind of just go through and tape our tabs. That way we have our tabs all nice and ready to go when we get ready to tape it and put it in, because we've got to fold this all in. Okay, so we're only taping the tabs that we're working on. Okay, so we're only working on these. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold these back in, because we need to make sure that they're nice and inside when we pull this up. Okay, so when we pull this up, we're going to pull this into place. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to fold it so that the tabs connect and stick on line. Okay, and then we have to bring it back out. Okay, so it can be a little finicky. If it doesn't go quite, you can always pull it and readjust. Okay, so then you get a nice bend in it. Okay, because we're making a heel. Making a boot heel is what we're making, so we want it to look really nice and neat. There we go. So now we have one. And I'm going to go ahead and tape these other tabs before we finally do a connect, because as I can tell, those tabs are going to be up and not be able to be taped. So once I start putting the tape in, it will kind of seal it closed. So now we've got tape in it, so let's go ahead and go back and do this again. So remember, we want to kind of bend it as we go, right? So we're going to bend our heel as we go, keeping it on that nice round angle so that it comes up and it stays on there. So now we want to put it on and get a nice tight seal, because what they're going to do is these tabs are going to come together and we're going to put them on the shoe. Okay, so those tabs go on the shoe. So if you keep these folded in, it's going to make it much easier to do this part. Okay, so that's why I always fold my tabs back in on this particular project. It really just depends on which project you're working on. So I really like to just get a nice tight grip on those down there. Then I can bring these back up and pull them out at that angle, and it's almost there. Don't quite like how that turned out, so here we go. There, that's much better. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got to do the same to tape on this side over here, and see, it can be tough when you have it up already. So this time I can still do it by carefully putting my tape here. Okay, turn it. We'll get this tab because we'll need that tab to put on the boot, and then we'll do this side over here so that we can get our boot finished. Okay, so now we're going to do the same on this side. So we're going to pull these edges in. Okay, we're going to pull these edges in. I picked that up. That is one of our decorations once we're done. Okay, and we're going to bend these in. Oh, sorry, I must have hit the camera. I'm really sorry. Trying to get it at these angles sometimes is tough, but I think we can do it, right? We can make it work. So you're just trying to make sure that you keep it at the angle that it needs to go in, okay? So we want to keep it at this angle, and we've almost got it done. Okay, so now we bring it back out. Okay, so now we have all of our heel secured, okay? So now we're going to fold these tops in here where they go. Okay, we're going to fit this one in here as well. And then we're going to fold this one over and this one over. So now we've already got it kind of pre-taped, right? So we can kind of tape it on itself a little bit here. So we can get it in here, get it kind of, and at least it's adhered to something a little bit, right? Not really. It's not adhering too well. I agree. Okay, well, once we get that done, let's see what our next part is. I'm on the Needles and Knowledge blog spot, which shows you how to put these all together. Okay. Okay, it says to put them in a baggie. Put a baggie of beads in it if you want to hold it down. So I have a baggie of beads we can use. I'm just going to stuff this bag of beads in here, okay? And that'll give it a little bit of weight, okay? Which is what we want it to have, is just a little bit of weight, okay? There we go, okay? Then, once you've got that done, you're going to glue your tabs, which we've already got them taped. And we're going to tape them on here. Make sure they all fold in. Make sure nothing's loose on your tabs, because when you fold this in, you want to be able to fold them all in so that you can connect it to this base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in place. I'm going to try to center it here in the middle, right like that. I'm going to set it down, and then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to push. Because that's going to hold those tabs. That's going to help me get those tabs pushed on there, okay? And so you want to push it really good. You want to be in your hand inside. You really want to get a good, nice seal to that, okay? It's got a nice, good grip to it now. We're good and sealed, okay? So there we go. So now we've got that part done, okay? Oh, so they say you can add rolls to, she recommends putting, let me fix this. This is all off and not sticking all of a sudden. Didn't like me putting my hand in there, I guess, to put the heel on. This section is not liking me putting this on. Okay, so I'm trying to get it back in place. There we go. Slowly but surely we'll get it, okay? Okay. So then they recommend kind of rolling these corners out just a little bit. And if you roll them around a pin or a roll of some kind, it kind of gives it a good roll to it, and you can kind of roll it out, okay? Just like that. We're going to do the same on this side, right? So we're going to roll it out, and I'll show you why. It'll make sense here real soon, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to prepare, and we're going to into pleats. Oh, okay. So we need to fold it into pleats, which means it folds like this, right? I get it folded, right? Where is it? Ooh, of course. Now I find another one of those. Now that I've got it all done. Okay, well, it will have to be the way it is. I wonder if these help put pleats in here. I don't like those. Okay, so there are some other cuts. I'm not quite sure what those cuts are. So it says, prepare the ankle lace by folding into pleats at the inner edge. Full long perforation mount and fold. Then fold shorter folds as valleys. And glue the plateaus into shape at the inner edge. So, I'm not sure if they want you to bend it like this. I'm trying to see where she's got it bent. Okay, it looks like she's bent it down here on these little marks down here, so they pleat. I'm not quite sure if it's going to work with this material as well, but let's see if we can get it to do that. Okay, so you basically fold it here and you fold it back, okay? And then you do that on each one. And then we put pleats in each one, so let's kind of get that fold there so that when we fold it back, we can grab that fold, okay? Okay, I see what she's trying to do, okay. And it's probably done easier with a thinner cardstock. This is kind of a thick cardstock to probably be doing this with. But that's okay, we'll get it worked out, okay? So, looks like if we bend those just a little, it helps kind of with the pleating. Because what we're going to do is we're going to be now, once we get it all pleated, we're going to be putting it inside our shoe, okay? So if we don't do these pleats, it's not going to be big enough, it's not going to be small enough to go around the shoe. So we've got to get these pleats in. Okay, so there we go. Just trying to get it to pleat properly so that it folds in there. Gets a nice fold. And it looks like these brown things are here to help us with the pleats, so I'm using those as my pleats. It's been a couple years since I put this one together, so bear with me a little bit. I'm just trying to get my pleats in here. And see, that's kind of why I went ahead and did the other parts of it first before I logged on, because I wanted to ensure that we don't take 2 hours to do a video, okay? I don't mind doing longer videos, but I don't want them to last 2 hours, though, okay? So I will do probably with the silhouette. Some of them I will start from scratch. Other ones, they just have to be prepared. And certain things, it's probably easier if I just do them first. This is really a learning process on doing the silhouette, but I really enjoy it. And the things that I get out, especially this time of year, that I can make with it, it makes it all worth it, okay? To me, it's all worth the time and the energy that I use to spend to do this so that I can have a nicely decorated house, right? And the fun thing is I don't have to decorate my house the same way every year because it changes every year, right? So if it's changing every year, then I need to change every year with what I do, right? So I might do the same thing again, but they'll be done a little bit different. So like this shoe I've done in solid colors before, but I've never done it in my fun paper. So I chose this year to put it into some paper, fun papers. I think next one, this one really needs to be done in a lighter paper than my heavy glitter paper. Yeah, it's probably not the best thing to be working with this on, but we'll get it to work, okay? And I really wanted it to be glittery this year, so it could be really pretty on my tables in my living room. And so we're almost done here. And almost. We've got 3 more to go. So we just have to get these folds in here. And then fold this. It does help a lot to kind of get that fold going up all the way. Kind of up through that middle part. And looks like that's what she kind of used those for anyways. So that's what I'm going to use them for. May not be, but that's how I'm going to do it. You can do it any way you want, and that's the nice thing about putting these together. So you can put them together in what colors you want. You can put them together whatever your desire is to do, right? I prefer to do it with glitter paper in this instance, which was probably not my perfectly smartest move, but it is what I chose to do. You live and you learn. Sometimes your plan that you have runs perfectly, and other times it doesn't run so well. It's really just how things work for you. So I wouldn't be too stressed on it. Just enjoy the process, okay? That's the biggest part, is enjoying the process, right? So now we've got these all, and we're probably, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape each one of those down so we have a nice secured line, because I have to have it to stay like this so it will go in the shoe properly, okay? So the best bet is to put actually, I don't know if I want to do that or not. Let me see if I can get it to just kind of stay the way I want it to stay. And then if it does, then it will be easier to get it to go in, because we're going to be putting it inside the shoe anyhow. And so it's just going to, that's what I thought, fit inside the shoe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run tape and along the gathering. So where's my tape gun? Let me move this guy and these guys out of the way, because I want to make sure that as I do this, I am doing it on the pleats, because this will keep the pleats in place. So you have to just keep working with it as you go, kind of pulling your pleats as you go, because this will kind of help keep your pleats in place while you're getting ready to put it in, okay? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, my tape gun is not at the end, so I don't know why it's not working. Okay, there we go. We got it working again. Okay. So just keep your pleats in as you pull your tape gun around. If you want to use something other than double-sided tape, it's really your choice. So please feel free to do it as you please. I'm just going to put it around all the way around because it doesn't like doing it that way. It's not going to hold it into place, and then we'll just fold back over it to hold it into place, okay? So then it's going to fold, that'll work. Okay, so we'll just fold it and it'll grab itself on the back, and it will hold it like this. Looks like I've got a big piece right there. Kind of fold it like this. Fold it like this. Fold it like this. And I know this is time consuming, and so that's why I did most of this project off camera. So there, now we have our nice pleats, right? And all we're going to do is we're going to put this inside our shoe. Okay? Make sure our pleats are in place. You can't lose your pleats, okay? As you go, you got to keep your pleats going, because we're going to start down here, and we're just going to see if this will adhere around. Okay. Do I want it? No, I want it the other way. Gosh darn it. I want it so that the glitter is out. Okay. So I need to put tape along this side instead. So I'm going to go through here and do it on, try to do it this way. Because then it's facing out, and I get that really pretty gold coming out, which is what I'm looking for, is to have that nice yellow gold coming through. And so let's put this in now, okay? And we want to put it in so it goes in like this. Make sure that we got it nice and around. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry to have hit that. Here we go, we're all good now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this in and just let it catch itself in here. And hope we've got it lined up good. Okay, this is hard to put in here, and I don't know how I'm going to get it to go in here and stay. So let me try this. Like I said, this is one of the harder of the projects, so I left it for last. And I am going to get a nice grip on this by doing this, okay? And as I fold it, as I put it in here, I'm actually folding it back down so that it will stick, okay? And all I'm doing is going around trying to get it in a nice place so that it sticks and it looks nice, okay? And that's not how I want to do it. Okay. We are not doing too well at this today. We are not excelling, that's for sure. And our tape came off, that's why. Because tape doesn't stay very well on glitter anyways. So I'm really just trying to make this go in and stay. It might be easier to do this. Let's do this real quick. We're going to put a quick drop of glue right here. Maybe. If I can find one that works. Okay, let me see if that works now. Yep, okay, drop of glue, hold it into place, and let it sit for a sec, okay? And we're going to do that all the way around. I'm going to put a little glue there, and I'm going to fold it and hold it. And hopefully it'll stay in place as we go. Because if I can keep these pleats to stay, if I can get these pleats to stay, it'll be so much easier to put it in there. But my pleats keep wanting to come undone. And then I can't get it to stay. So I'm just trying to put some glue in between each one of them, kind of hoping it will help it stay in place. don't think I'm making any progress at it. This is not really working either, is it? I'm holding an extra second to see if that's what's going to help. And I really don't think that's really going to help it at all. But we're going to do it. It's kind of helping, kind of keeping it a little bit into place. So we'll just keep putting a little bit in there. Holding it a minute. Put a little bit in there. Hold it a minute. My fingers are covered in super glue right now. I have to clean them off after I'm done. Alcohol works really good to clean it off after you're done. You can put alcohol on a little cotton ball, and it will help a lot to clean out that glue off your fingers if you get any super glue on them. I usually only use this glue for nails, but I'm gonna say let's try it, because sometimes I have issues finding glue that sticks, and like even this for glitter, trying to find something that's gonna hold glitter into place efficiently is really not something I've found. So you just have to kind of play with it and see how you can get it. This is helping a little bit, not a whole lot, but it is helping. So I am gonna leave it, and I'm gonna finish doing it. I'll finish these two right now. Okay. And, okay, my fingers is not going to pull it apart, right? Of course. Okay. Now, let's take and roll our tape one more time around. I don't think that helped me much, really, to be honest. So that really wasn't a helpful trick. You just have to keep trying. Glitter is really, really tough, and I might have to cut this one out, this top part out again in an easier material to do this piece with. It's just a hard material to make just like I'm trying to do, okay? I'm trying to make it do something it doesn't want to do. Glitter does not want to be connected. It does not want to be glued. And it wants nothing to do with it, okay? So that's why glitter can be difficult at times when you're working on glitter paper. And my tongue just came out. Dadgummit. What's going on here? Come on. They usually stay much better. This shoe is always my hardest and hard things to work on, because it is quite time consuming and it's harder to do, but I think we've got it now. We're just going to put this in here like this, and see, that's what helped, okay? Because now I've got it so it will stick in here. Okay, so let's do our best to secure it now here. Okay, so if I can get the tape to stick, we're ready to go. Okay, I'm not sure. This is not going to work. Okay. I'm going to have to figure something out for it. Oh, now that I say it's not going to work, it finally starts working. Okay, let's see if we can work it around here and see if we can get it to come into a place where it will try to stick in here. Okay, so that we can at least see what it's supposed to look like at the end. Okay, so we've got it in there somewhat, okay? I'm not going to mess with it too much more. It is a pretty lacy thing. It's not in there all the way. I am going to do some maneuvering with it afterwards. It's not staying. I think I'm going to have to put a different kind of paper to do this, a thinner piece. This is kind of too thick to manage to stay in something like this, okay? So we'll have to do something with it. But, and our shoe heel came off. So that's what our shoe looks like when it's done. Okay? We have some ornaments to put on it. And I'm going to try to hold it into place for a minute, okay? So we're going to put, I'm not going to do the bat because the, well, let's see. Can the bat go on here somewhere? Okay. So we have a spider web that we can put on here. So I'm going to take my liquid glue pen and just put down some of the glue onto some of these spots. Okay. And that's that half. And let's get this half done. Here we go, and here we go, and here we go, and here we go. Okay, let's get a little bit more glue on these little sides here. And down the middle. There we go. Okay, there we go. We should have enough glue there to be able to do this and put this on. I'm going to just kind of put it on the side. So this glue on here will dry clear, so you won't see it when it's done. Okay, but that's going to sit there. Let that glue dry. Okay, and then let me just see something. I know I probably have to super glue that heel on here. Let's do that now while we're sitting here waiting for the website to come back up. Oh, fudge. I had cap locks in. So I'm just going to put some glue on these tabs right here. And once I do this, this heel is not coming off, okay? I bet this inside part's going to come off when I do this. So let's try it. Okay, so what I do, and I put my hand in here, and I'm just kind of going around and making sure that that sits on there. Okay, so now that's on there. Let's put one of these loop-to-loops in here. I think that would look cute on here. I'm going to do it with super glue because it's easier. Seems to go better. Less problems. Okay. Let's take this and we're going to put our loop-to-loop on our, let me grab it over here. I just got to get it to the side so I can grab a tip of it, an edge. There we go. And put a loop-to-loop in there. Okay. Okay, that's going to stick in a minute. Okay, and then I'm going to put some stars back here on the back. And this is really what you want to do now, right? So you're doing the decorating. Do it the way you want it, not the way somebody else says to do it, okay? Just because they say they put it on this way doesn't mean that that's the way it needs to be put on, right? You want to put it on so that you enjoy it. I am going to put some stars over here on the side because I want people to be able to see them. And we're going to pop one right there. Hold on, I'll show you. It's sticking to my finger. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it down with my little spatula. real quick for a minute because it's already on there, okay? And then I'm going to put this cute little square on here. I like it with that. I'm going to do it this. I know I had it with the red and the orange, but I really like the other side. So I'm going to do it on the other side. See how cute that is to put that on there? And we're just going to let it set there for a minute. That glue will set. Okay. It's getting the heat now. I can feel it. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then we need another loop-to-loop on here. Yeah, that's kind of, I'll have to fix that so it sits up. I'm going to put the glue on another loop-to-loop real quick. And then once we're done here, we're all done decorating, we'll be done with the shoe. And then we'll be done with all of our Halloween. Halloween will be done. We won't have to worry about it any longer. I just have to decorate the house. So I will be putting decorations up in the house around the end of the month. So I will do a quick video of what the designs look like now once they're up and in place. I'll do a quick video and show you how everything turned out. Okay, so there's that. And I had another green star, I thought. Maybe not. Oh, we have a couple orange ones. Let's put these orange ones up by that green one, and then we'll put a loop-de-loop up by the green one, and we should be done. Okay. And then, oh, I have a bat. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put the bat. So I want to kind of put that there. And I want it to sit up here. So there and there, okay. And then we have a loop-to-loop that I want to put up there. One last loop-to-loop. Let's get that glue on there. Getting the last of the glue on it. I am going to see if I can pick it up like this. I can, but it's not going to do me any good because it's going to flip over. Okay, and we're going to put it right here. And I think I have enough glue on it still. Okay. And we've got our shoe all done. So we've got our shoe done. And we're going to see if we can maybe get this to stay down a little bit for us. I'll figure out a better way to get that to stay, even if I have to scotch tape it in. We'll get it. I'll get it fixed. Okay, so that's what we're working on. That's where we're at, and we've got our shoe all done. What do you think? Should we put the bat down here? I think we need to put the bat down here. Okay. Let me just put this bat together. It was meant to be on a piece of wire, but I don't want to do it that way. So that's why it's folded in half. So I'm just going to kind of fold it on itself and make it a full end bat. And once we get that folded inside like that, we can pick it up, maybe. If we didn't mess up, and stick it to the board. There we go. Doesn't look like it wants to stay closed either. Okay, let's see if I hold it closed like this, if it'll help. There we go. Okay, and so now we have our little bat. And the little bat was meant to go on a piece of wire, but I prefer to put my bat here. And it doesn't look like it's going to stay down, but we will put glue on the backside of our ghost. And we'll get it to at least stay on our shoe. Okay, So let's get it. We're going to lay it right there across our shoe. Okay, and we're going to hold it for a minute so that we can get it to stick. Okay, and it looks like we got it stuck. This shoe does not want to sit flat. There we go. There we go. So we're all done. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. Enjoy your, I hope you enjoyed our Friday, or what is it, Wednesday silhouette with me. And I hope you enjoyed our series on Halloween. And I look forward to more videos in the silhouette realm. I just have to see why that does not want to sit straight. But we've got it done. It was just where it was sitting, I think. Because it's sitting fine here. So with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. If you like this video, a thumbs up would be great. If you don't, a thumbs down is fine. And if you want to be part of the Sunset Girl Creates family, we would love to have you part of it. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button down below. And if you want to know every time I upload a video, there is one down below. So with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed your silhouette with me. And happy Wednesday. Bye-bye.